So it's exciting to be back in London and be on stage and get to share a little bit of my magic with you all. So before we dive into how I fucked up, my failures, my lessons, my learning, and lead you in some visualization, I just invite us all to take a moment and close our eyes, if that feels good for you. Don't be weird about it, just close your eyes. I'm just kidding. But close your eyes and take a really big inhale. Biggest inhale you've taken all day. Hold it at the top and let it go. You may notice you already feel a little bit better, but let's do a few more of those. So big inhale, bring it all the way up and in. And let it go. Amazing. Now, you can open your eyes. You don't have to. You can keep them closed. But as entrepreneurs, as business owners, you need to treat yourself like a professional athlete. You need to operate as a high-level individual. And your energy, your body, your brain, those are your number one assets. So that's why I like to start with breath. The way that I work with my high-level clients is we do a lot of energy work, a lot of work with the brain, a lot of work with the body. But anytime I get up on stage and speak, I like to invite people to breathe because it feels really good, right? So let's do one more as a group. There's nothing more powerful than a group of incredible human beings together to take a big breath in together. Let's go, big inhale. And let it out. Amazing. Now take a minute to look at the people around you, beside you, behind you, and actually lock eyes. Like, so many people are so scared to connect and look in each other's eyes these days. Good. Look at each other, smile, connect, shake hands, hug, connect with one another. We are humans and we're here to connect, right? There's so many people here that they know someone that you need to know. They are the person that you need to know to get you to your next level. They're that connection point that's going to support you in your life. Amazing. All right, so bringing the awareness back up here. Okay. So speaking of connection, the way that I think I've fucked up over and over again in my first few years of entrepreneurship is I thought I could do it all by myself. I thought I somehow caught on to that individualism that I think, hands up if you're an entrepreneur and you're just you just fucking do it yourself and you just would rather do it yourself than get anyone involved and you're you guys don't understand me, you're not as smart as me, you're not as fast as me, I'm just gonna go myself, right? We've all been there, yes, there's still lots of hands up. Now, I did that. I worked in personal training, I had a personal training company as well. I then started a tech company. It was called Fit Portal. I then started Uplift Lifestyle Podcast and Uplift Lifestyle Incorporated, which is my company now. Now, myself as a human being, as a personal brand, has evolved so much. But I really, even when I didn't want to think it, even when I thought I was operating in collaboration and connection and community, I still had this deep programming of individualism where I just felt like I was on my own. So much so that I wouldn't even ask for help from my partner, from my family, from friends. I was just head down, I'm doing this myself. Now that burnt me out many times over. I'd had injuries, I'd had health scares. Most recently in March of this year, my body failed me literally and I collapsed to the floor. It was an atrial fibrillation attack that put me to the floor. Now, this is me operating as someone who helps high performers be the healthiest versions of themselves. And I was out here collapsing onto the tile floor in my kitchen one night because I wasn't asking for the support and the help that I needed before I needed it. So let's all close our eyes and take a breath. And with your eyes closed, just raise your hand if you have made the mistake of abandoning yourself and not asking for the help and the support that you need in your life, in your business, and you just were like, I'm just gonna fucking do this by myself, and keep your hand up if it led to an unwanted event. For me, it was health stuff. Maybe it was, for you, it was something health related. Maybe it was something within a relationship. Like, it can create turmoil in relationships if you're not actually asking for support because you become cold and closed off, right? Everyone's hands are still up. Maybe it was a financial thing. Financially, things might have not gone the way you wanted to because you didn't ask for the help that you needed. Thank you, everyone. So take a big inhale. Let it go. So you're not alone. Now we fall into the illusion of separation so much. I write a lot about, in my book, the illusion of separation. But the real truth is that there's nothing but openness, unity, and oneness. And when we can operate from a space of oneness and come together and support each other, like we are doing tonight, right? Like this whole event is about, this collaboration series, we can go so much further, so much faster. Now, since March 20th, when this happened, I have quantum leapt more times over than I can count. And if anyone doesn't know what quantum leapt means, it means 10xing your results, if that's a language that you understand, or reaching new levels, new heights of success that you didn't even expect you'd have. So this really scary thing that felt like a failure that I was actually afraid to talk about to anyone, because people literally spend thousands of dollars to work with me to make sure that they're in the most optimal peak condition, mentally, energetically, and physically in their careers, in their life. I was like, this is so not it, that I've collapsed to the floor. But it's something that I want to speak to each of you about. And that is that we can't do it alone. We're not lone wolves. So as hard as it is, because entrepreneurs really are built differently, we are really fast, we're really smart, we're effective, we're success-driven, we're impact-driven, like we're truly built differently. We're here to go all in. It can be hard to feel like anyone gets it, and you'd just be better off to go at it yourself. But let's all look around this room. This is a room of entrepreneurs. So look at each other, look at someone new, smile, wave. You are all badass entrepreneurs who are built differently. So you're not alone. If there's something you need, I bet you there's someone in this room that can help you. If there's a contact you need, I bet someone in this room has that contact. If there is an employee that you need, I bet someone in this room knows someone who needs a job. That would be the perfect fit. So when we start to actually collaborate, mastermind, connect, communicate with one another, we go so much further, so much faster. Much learning. Now, it's the same as entrepreneurship. Some people might do the same thing their whole life. Entrepreneurs, we're going for it every single time. So I want you to take a minute. I want you to close your eyes and bow your head. Connect to yourself. Connect to your vision. What brought you here tonight? Why are you even in business? Why are you an entrepreneur? That why, let that why be the thing that pulls you forward every single day. The reason you go all in. The reason you don't fall into the illusions. The reason you don't settle. The reason you go for it and live a life that, yes, there's maybe more failures, but there's so much more fun. There's so much more success, and you're actually living a life that you're proud of. That's what you deserve. So while the portal is open and all of our eyes are closed and we're connecting, I want you to set an intention for something you want or something you need tonight. That contact, that connection, that deal to go through, that new client, whatever it is, say a prayer. Set an intention. You're not too cool to pray. You're not too cool to set an intention. Do it. And once you feel that shift, take a big breath in, trust that it has been set. And exhale, let it out. And trust that that will land tonight.